Come on, man.
Shout out to LTTV.
Learn the rules.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
He's so wealthy. He's over here at the basketball game with his, 304, at best, average at best wife, and he has time to copyright strike Mr. Real Estate stream. And it was a good one too. It had like almost 4,000 views. It was really buzzing. And I mean, I think he thought when he got it taken down, it would like do something to like hurt my pride. I don't know, but you know, when you're successful, when you have the blueprint, when you know what you're doing, I mean, let me just be frank. Because of the things that I faced in the real world, because of the obstacles that I overcome, I always prepare for the worst.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Make sure you hit that like button upon entry. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Blunt Talk with LT, episode 160 on the way. Make sure you subscribe to Blunt Talk with LT. Let's get into this one. Now, we covered every copyright police case there was out there. From Fresh and Fit to Kevin Samuels to Kwame Brown. Well, Kwame Brown didn't do it. He co-signed Mr. Skinny. He was there while he did it. So he got entangled in that situation, but it was Mr. Skinny. Who else was copyright police? People that were giving unjust copyright strikes that eventually all got overturned. This one's a little different though. This one is weird. It's all in the same, where it's like they're putting copyright strikes and they're flagging channels that don't really fit the criteria for what they're striking it. That's why they all get overturned. But this one, I don't know. We're going to watch this one. We're going to tap into what's going on to this one. There's a whole backstory to this one. He's disrespecting Anton Daniel's wife. I think that was before the copyright strike, which is confusing because they had some sort of feud, but let's get into this. Let's react to this, break this one down.
And hope for.
Let's pull this one
He's
back.
so wealthy. He's over here at the basketball game with his, 304, at best, average at best wife, and he has time to copyright strike Mr. Real Estate stream. And it was a good one too. It had like almost 4,000 views. It was really buzzing. And I mean, I think he thought.
All right. I got to go over something before I get into this one. When it comes to the copyright strike thing, generally channels that are like bigger channels that have an established concept for their channel, they don't really see the copyright strikes or those. Well, actually, when the Fresh and Fit saga happened, they were getting those guys, but they got spoken to. Who put them in their place when it came to that? But they understand now. They ain't copyright striking people that oppose their views. So Fresh and Fit's out of that. Kevin Samuels knows better now. He had his little incidents, but he's over that now. Well, I believe so. I haven't heard anyone complain about that recently. Let's get back into this one. I'll make my point right after this part.
But when he got it taken down, it would like do something to like hurt my pride. I don't know, but you know, when you're successful, when you have the blueprint, when you know what you're doing, I mean, let me just be frank. Because of the things that I faced in the real world, because of the obstacles that I overcome, I always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So Mr. Real Estate is prepared for my entire channel to be gone at the end of this live stream. And guess what? I'll still be.
All right. One thing that has to be noted here, Anton Daniels, he's been on YouTube for a long time. He's put a lot of work in on YouTube. He has a large network on YouTube with the Lapeef Network. He has a lot of people on his stream every night. He streams a lot. He has a lot of uploads, a lot of content on YouTube. Constantly working, hard-working YouTube content creator. This is the first issue I've seen him in, first YouTube beef I've seen him in. Like, we've seen him go back and forth on the panel on Lapeef Let's Talk, but this is like the first YouTube beef I've seen him and people taking personal shots. Mr. Real Estate has been a YouTuber for a little over a month. He's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. He's gotten up to over 700 pretty quickly, but he's not monetized at this point, and he's a new YouTuber.
Pumping quality content out on these fugazi fake gurus, these dusty, rusty, middle-aged, bald-ass bitch of a little boy, Anton Daniel-esque individuals. I'm still going to be calling them out. I'm still going to be making real estate videos, and I'm still going to be talking about connecting the diaspora.
For quite some time.
Anton Daniel.
Yo, fam says, if you get a copyright strike, do YouTube show you who did it? Yeah, it's right here. It says takedown issue by Anton Daniels. Whenever you get a copyright strike, a copyright claim, you get an email, and it shows you who copyright striked or claimed your material. I have not received a single copyright strike from anybody that I've done reactions to. I'm guessing they don't think that it's a hit piece, so I'm not taking personal shots. It's more of an objective breakdown, so I guess that's why throughout all of this turmoil, throughout calling people out for the copyright strikes, nobody has taken aim at my channel. Copyright claims, though, people that have their shit correct, where it's like they don't even have to do anything, the system just picks it up, and they take the monetization, but they don't take down the upload. I've been hit with a lot of those, but I finessed my way out of those with some swift editing, but you know what it is. So let's get back into this one.
Esque individuals. I'm still going to be calling them out. I'm still going to be making real estate videos, and I'm still going to be talking about connecting the diaspora.
For quite some time. So I want to know a little bit more about why YouTube and what it is that you'll be talking about. Like, I know you're brand new, and I know you were like on a bunch of other people's panels, kind of making your way from Lapeef to Before the Billions to Glasses World to everywhere. So why now? What do you hope to offer?
Well, as far as why now, I've been an entrepreneur all my life, and just recently I had another bad episode of health. I live with a chronic illness, and this last episode happened right around Christmas time. I was absorbing a lot of business content related to the end of the year planning for the new year, and a lot of the digital mentors I follow say, hey, go out on a retreat, go have some fun. That's where you plan to look at your business and plan for the next year. So I went out on a trip to the mountains. I was snowboarding, everything was fine. Have a bad episode of health. Now I'm in the hospital for the next 3 weeks. And one of the
Slight delay here. I don't know what's going on. Let me just pull this back a little bit.
and plan for the next year. So
Come on, man.
I went out on a trip to the mountains. I was snowboarding, everything was fine. Have a bad episode of health. Now I'm in the hospital for the next 3 weeks. And one of the only things that uplifted me at that time was discovering your channel, other people in this collective community, and just having the platform to hear about other successful young professionals. And straight from the jump, I was addicted. And I really want to shout out to the lead attorney because thanks to him, I started viewing YouTube and content creation as a business. And as soon as I viewed it as a business, and I just redid my business plan from last year, I saw, hey, in my insurance practice,
Now that's an important part, but because he got into YouTube watching lead attorney, he ended up dissing the lead attorney, making a video about him exposing the lead attorney. I didn't actually watch the video. This is the first time I came across this guy's page. Someone sent me this video to add Anton Daniels to the copyright police, so I had to investigate and see what's going on. So this is the first time I'm seeing his channel, but I haven't seen those other videos. But this one's a little different to me. It's
increased my net revenue for my business.
I'm not giving Anton any passes for being copyright police, because you can't copyright people's if people are making reaction videos that are fair use. You can't just be copywriting it because they're giving opinions that you don't agree with. You can't do that. But he came for his wife randomly, and it doesn't seem like this issue stems from anywhere but random YouTube shit. So it's kind of foul. I don't think he's going to earn any points from the audience doing this. But people are watching it, and he's getting a lot of views exposing people because people like the fuck shit. At the end of the day, you got to blame the audience sometimes and be like, you niggas is signing up for some fuck shit constantly. But let's get back into this.
By 200%. So now I'm sick. I'm in the hospital. I have this new burning desire for content creation. And now I've got the lead attorney showing me how it can be a business. Well, I know that I can be successful in business, so I know I can be successful.
I've largely avoided the BS, but I knew that it was coming at some point because you can't continue to grow.
Shout out to LTTV.
One thing that I've realized is that very rarely do you lose subscribers ever. I don't care what happened. I mean, you gotta.
Stop the cap.
My bad. It took me a while to find that drop. Well, I don't know about Anton. For Anton, I don't know how it works for him when it comes to losing and gaining subscribers. I gain way more than I lose, obviously, but I lose subscribers. People will subscribe to a channel off of one video and be like, I like that opinion. They hear another video and they're like, oh, that hurt my feelings, and they unsub real quick like that. So shit happens. It's life, but may not be that way for him. He might have more retention. Who knows?
Practically jump out of a window or something. Even then, you might gain way more subscribers, but very rarely do you ever lose subscribers because of things that people say or anything like that. But I'm telling you, YouTube, it is just like high school. These YouTube streets are messy. Mess. Now, again, I have been doing my thing for a long time and riding and vibing and having a good, just living life and documenting the journey and things like that. And then you hear straggles here and there, and you do that, and then, I've been getting money on YouTube for a long time too. But now it's almost like people are desperate for some level of visibility and fame, and sometimes you don't even realize the monsters that you create from any kind of visibility, and it's almost like people are starving for attention. I see shots being thrown over there at people over there and then over there and over here and all of that. And it's funny because 2 years ago you would have never even heard from these people. You would have never even known that certain people even existed until certain platforms are created, like when we've created the Lapeef Network, or at the time it was Lapeef Let's Talk, and then we brought everybody together, and then you bring people on the panel, on the platform, and now it's a sect over here and a sect over there, when that wasn't the initial reason why we did it in the first place. The whole reason why we created the Lapeef Let's Talk show and then the network and things like that is because we wanted to just bring people together to have conversations.
I say all the time I want my channel to be the antithesis of the cooning and the buffoonery and the modern day black exploitation and minstrel show that is the Lapeef Network. And I think we really took a positive step in the right direction tonight. And I definitely invite you to come back and join the panel anytime you see me going live.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So thanks for having me, and good luck with everything. I'll pop in from now. I'll pop in from time to time and reduce your wait time for 20 minutes. That was painful to wait. So,
but you can't control grown people. We tried. We tried to have conversations with people and say, "Yo, be above the BS." We tried to have conversations with people and say, "Yo, let's just leave whatever it is that." Conversations, whether you're a caller or whether you're a person that's on the panel or you're an observer or you're a participant, things like that, or we bring you in. We try to tell people, yo, just leave it there and leave content YouTube. Don't make it personal. Stop going back and forth with people behind it. Whatever happens, it's just so much mess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe this was created by a content creator called PBM Junk Food. And I believe it is titled Anton Daniels Caught Lying.
All right, y'all. Anton Daniels is a YouTuber who is bragging about his money and begging people to join his Patreon. This video is to look at the paperwork and see if he's actually who he says he is or if he's lying to the YouTube community. You know, we don't like liars and we like good character. We like people who are honest. So let's look at it.
Let me show you my Versace sandals.
Yeah. A bit childlike, but okay.
My Versace. They kick. One thing that I never, ever do, ever, is finance. Anything.
Yo, this is where he capping, y'all, and I'm going to hold him accountable. Pay attention to what just happened.
Anton Daniels says he doesn't finance anything, but these documents tell a different story.
So if you guys can't read that, that is $4,000 in auto loans, debt from the Ford Motor Credit Company. We've got about $15,000 in a civil judgment. We've got another $8,000 in a civil judgment. Yet you should give this man money because he's going to teach you the game on Patreon. Okay.
2019, he was ordered to pay $15,000 to Discover Card, $8,000 to American Express, and $3,900 to Ford Motor Credit Company.
And shout out to Respect for Truth. You're right. You know, I've got to leave my office at 9. I've got to transition. I should be like Anton and just have the office in the bedroom next to the bed in a dusty apartment. Yeah, that's a pretty good business model. That's probably why he's able to stream for so long.
2 credit cards and 1 car note. For a man who does not finance anything, why does he owe?
And again, as Christian H said, we don't really know a man's pocket. We can't really pocket watch. I mean, people move around debts. I mean, me and Christian know business, so we know just because you're in debt, I mean, you can still be winning. You know, maybe you're just settling some things. But I don't think Christian or I would be proclaiming to our following, to our subscriber base, that we don't finance anything, especially when we know we have debt from financing things. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
These creditors money. In this video clip, Anton is going to give you a tour of the millionaire master bedroom.
That looked like my grandma's bedroom.
Now, from this one video I gathered from watching the live stream, well, a bit of it, using it to chop it up for the reaction, he's aiming to be more like a Spencer Cornelia, exposing fake gurus. That's the aim of his channel.
And again, as Christian H would say, hey, not all Detroit is a slum. You know, there's nice parts and stuff, but the fact is, when you self-proclaim you're a millionaire and you claim that you're richer than our favorite rapper, and we pull the receipts and see how you was living just a couple years ago, it doesn't hold. It doesn't stand up. No.
This is the millionaire master.
Now, one thing I could say in Anton Daniels' defense, if this was a couple years ago, the amount of work that he puts in on YouTube, the amount of streams he does, how active he is, the amount of uploads he has, he could have turned his life around in a few years and made that threshold of a millionaire. Who knows? Who knows what type of business he does behind the scenes? That's why I don't pocket watch, because people really don't know what people are doing in their life. But let's get back into it.
Bedroom. Let's check it out.
Attire for today. Got the purple socks to match the purple shirt, blue pants, standard attire.
Does he shop at DD's Discount or does he shop at DD's Discount? Maybe Burlington if he has some extra money that day.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a couple of the things that I carry with me. I keep 2 cell phones. I run 4 numbers in between.
Apparently Anton capping saying he went to the Rock Nation brunch. If that was the case, Anton's egotistical ass would have so many photos to show. Wait, we ain't seen a single photo? Have you seen a photo of him at the Rock Nation brunch, Christian?
No.
One thing that I realized, me being as polarizing of a person as I am, is because I say things and I say what I really feel. Actually, I say the things that everybody else feel also, but are afraid to say. So, you take the bullets because I heard somebody paint this picture and they say sometimes you got to be the first person over and you see the Indians and then you take all of the arrows and you come back and they say, I think it was Jay-Z. He was like describing Kanye West like that. I don't mind taking the arrows. But again, it's just crazy. It's insane. I mean, there are some people that you would have never, ever heard of. And then we give them a little bit of spotlight and then they turn into this monster and then all of a sudden everybody's against them. It's not that deep, y'all. Honestly. And I don't know how many different ways that I can frame this. But there are bigger fish to fry and bigger bags to get. Everybody is sitting here competing and fighting over a small piece of the pie, while one of the reasons why the Lapeef Network is so awesome and successful is because we have our eyes on bigger things and a larger share of people's eyes that expand beyond just the sect of people that continue to fight all over visibility and things like that.
I'd like to explain to anybody who's just now tuning into the show how we got where we are today. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but this all started with a reaction video I did about a month ago now. And it was on this dirty, crusty Haitian immigrant by the name of Jonathan Betaville. I think he has a segment on the Lapeef Network called Broke and Dusty.
All right.
We're not going to talk about how...
All right. 12:06 timestamp, because I got to go back to a certain point in this because this is crucial right here. Where is it? Right here. All right.
Over here and a sect over there, when that wasn't the initial reason why we did it in the first place. The whole reason why we created the Lapeef Let's Talk show and then the network and things like that is because we wanted to just bring people together to have conversations.
I say all the time I want my channel to be the antithesis of the cooning and the buffoonery and the modern day black exploitation and minstrel show that is the Lapeef Network. And I think we really...
All right. I'm going to give what I would deem an objective breakdown of what I see of the Lapeef Network and what I see from Mr. Real Estate from limited knowledge of what he does. This statement right here.
My channel to be the antithesis of the cooning and the buffoonery and the modern day black exploitation and minstrel show that is the Lapeef Network. And I think
Jonathan Betaville, I think he has a segment on the Lapeef Network called Broke and Dusty. We're not going to talk about how befitting that title is.
All right, so
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
The Lapeef Network, from what I see, was a few individuals that ended up creating a community of people that ended up calling in and creating a panel, and then they bring in callers, and their callers are largely comprised of viewers, just their viewers, and everybody that they built in their community. So it's just the average everyday black person on that panel. It's not the worst of the worst. It's not the best of the best. It is just their community. It's just a reflection of the community, of their viewers, and the people that are willing to call and join the panel. And they've propelled the platform from regular everyday people to have a voice in the conversation. He said he wanted to be the antithesis of whatever he described, and it seems like he's becoming the epitome instead. And he's kind of, I don't know, man. When I started my podcast, I wanted to have regular conversations and wanted to propel like the rappers that I was rapping with and all that shit. Didn't turn that way. I ended up turning into some like podcast world star covering trending topics and celebrity news. But I don't know, man. Sometimes you have an aim and it goes left.
For his segment, but okay. But if you guys aren't familiar, the whole reason why this started is because I did a reaction video on a conversation I had with Jonathan Betaville on Anton Daniels' show. It was like 3 a.m. Anton Daniels wasn't there. You know how he does. He just leaves the stream running forever. It was a panel of random dudes talking about random shit. And over the course of discussion, a woman asked the man on the panel, hey, you guys are entrepreneurs. You're businessmen. What advice do you have for an 18-year-old? And we all gave pretty standard advice, go to school, be an entrepreneur, go into welding, etc., etc. But Jonathan Barronville had some really, really interesting advice for a teenager.
I don't care what anybody on this panel says. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just being straight up with you, right? Rather than focusing on women,
Yes. See, I forgot because I've been smoking, been drinking the Henny. This was like a spectator ass stream. I got my popcorn ready. I had a point to make earlier, completely flubbed it. Let's get back into it. The weirdest thing about all of this whole shit when it comes to these copyright strikes and the creator YouTube beef, it all stems from paying for pussy. Think about it. Abba and Preach, Fresh and Fit, their first disagreement was about paying for pussy. Kevin Samuels was disagreeing with them over paying for pussy. This whole incident with this copyright strike thing is a difference in opinion in paying for pussy. I should have just said tricking. Now I'm getting demonetized.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on? Learn the rules.
God damn it. All right, let's get back into it.
straight up just say if you really need to get it off and you can't, and going on Pornhub is not enough, trick. Okay.
Did you say bad
now listen.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, Jonathan Betaville on the Anton Daniels show is telling teenagers to buy prostitutes because we all know that's what tricking means. And when Mr. Real Estate does a reaction video to that with a panel filled with lovely women from all around the world, I would have never have thought, because at the time, guys, I had 100 subscribers. I'm just doing this reaction video on a conversation I have on the Anton Daniels show with Jonathan Betaville, this dusty, crusty, nose ring wearing, jive ass, coon ass Negro, right? And I would have never thought little.
That's one thing it's a common denominator in all these copyright claims and these copyright police incidents. It's generally, I'm not going to say all the time, generally it's a small content creator that's just starting their YouTube career that makes hit pieces, that they like to call them hit pieces, and expose videos. And that's how they get their attention and to get their clout. So those channels are always the victims to copyright strikes because for some reason, larger channels that don't want to get exposed or they don't care to hear these smaller YouTubes trying to build a platform off of their name, they just hit them with copyright strikes and demoralize them from, creating on the platform because, I don't know, they're just not having it, I guess. But he was taking shots at let's get into it. There's a lot more to see here. not making any excuses for Anton. He should not be flagging channels. But we have to acknowledge that this nigga's doing the most based off of a problem that is very, very, it's a small problem. It's a small issue. It doesn't seem like it needs to go to the places where it's going, but that's where he chooses to go with it. But let's get into this.
Mr. Real Estate with barely 100 subs, I would get Anton Daniels to come.
TG says he says the Lapeef show is fraud, but he has not explained why. I'm confused. Well, let's get more into this. Maybe he has some more things to say, because what he reacted to, the person he called out wasn't on the Lapeef show. That was on Anton Daniels' live stream when Anton Daniels wasn't there. So let's get into this.
To my channel, I would get Anton Daniels to come to my stream.
One more thing, y'all. This is a call-in show. Hit the Discord in the description if you want to call in.
And when Anton Daniels came to my show about 3 or 4 weeks ago now it was, this man threatened me. This man tried to bully me. This man tried to silence me for simply doing a reaction video on a conversation I was a part of. Because he was mad that I was shining a light on some bullshit, some fuckery that his channel promotes. And I think, as always, I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me go ahead and run the footage for you real quick.
To the stage is Anton Daniels.
First and foremost, if you're gonna use my content, fam, right? Because I try to use my panel to allow people to be able to have a voice. If you're gonna use my content to this extent, you got to get my permission, man, because I can literally go back and file a copyright strike, and it'll go against your channel.
Oh, really?
Remove the video.
Now, we've heard that same rhetoric from Kevin Samuels, where he said, ask my permission, and he used to have that disclaimer on the top. He got rid of it after that whole copyright fiasco. But what he said right here and what he did was an intimidation tactic. He said, let's go back into this real quick.
If you're going to use my content.
He called up to the panel. He said, let me get up here or get flagged. He led him onto the show to have the conversation after he made the comment, let me up or get flagged.
To the stage is Anton Daniels.
First and foremost, if you're gonna use my content, fam, right? Because I try to use my panel to allow people to be able to have a voice. If you're gonna use my content to this extent, you got to get my permission, man, because I can literally go back and file a copyright strike, and it'll go against your channel.
Oh, really?
Remove the video, but
Just
you
like
got to
he
get
did
my
this morning.
Learn the rules.
Okay, so he did do the copyright strike. It slowed the momentum of the video, and he got it reversed. Mr. Real Estate got it reversed. Anton shouldn't have done that. You can't do that. If this was a baseless claim and everything he said had no merit, Anton should have just completely ignored him. He's a new content creator. Doesn't even have 1,000 subs yet. It's not getting paid for any of this yet. He should have just debated the points or left it alone to keep it 1,000. But he is violating. The way Mr. Real Estate's violating, some people actually go and see people in person for the shit he's saying and the shit he's doing when it comes to disrespecting his wife. You play those games with the wrong person and it can go real left. So I don't advise people to do what he's doing in that regard.
If you want to use my content, bro, take my content and then use it for negativity. That's not what my platform is for, bro.
Just thought I was following the fair use guidelines that YouTube had set out themselves.
It's common courtesy, So,
but common courtesy and fair use guidelines are two separate things, to be fair.
Yeah, common courtesy is not required. You don't need to actually, have any common courtesy according to the fair use laws. But if you want to be nice, if you want to be.
So Are we clear on that issue?
We are
So,
clear.
so,
We are
so
clear
do we
that you
agree
feel
that
that it
if
is
we,
common courtesy to get for someone to get your written permission. But I am just proclaiming, as everyone knows who's researched fair use, it says nowhere in fair use that you have to get written permission. So fair
listen,
use
listen.
and what common courtesy is
We
are just
can we
two
can
different
go
things
down
we're
this
talking
path.
about.
This is not a technical discussion. I think that it's a bit disingenuous because um, John is a good friend of mine, and listen, you have your own reasons for doing whatever it is that you choose to do, and nobody knows that except for you. I'm not.
I really don't want to cut you off, but can we please get away from intentions and get on to what this man said?
I'm
We all
sorry.
saw the
Can
video.
I
I
actually
mean,
say what it is that I'm asking you politely to let me finish what it is that I'm saying? In
I'm
the
just
same way
making
that I
sure that
don't,
you aren't going to long
in the
stroke me.
same
We
way
already
that
been
I
up
just
here
got to
for
interrupt
2 hours,
you,
and I want to make
do
sure
not
we
interrupt
focus
me.
on what he said, not just what people think my intentions are for revealing what he said.
I'm not caring about what your intentions are about revealing what he said about
Then
that.
why are you saying
Okay?
things like
Because you're
disingenuous?
not letting me finish a sentence and you're not being able to communicate effectively. So let me actually finish what it is that I want to say, and then we can have a conversation like men.
And if I think it's not getting relevant, I will interject again. Go ahead.
So is this okay? So if we're not going to actually have a conversation, and again, when I first came up on this platform, I said, "Yo, I don't have any smoke for you. I just want to kick it." But if you want to go back and forth, and we want to play this game, is this what you want to do?
I don't know what game you're talking about. The first point of contention was what was common courtesy versus fair use. Now, the second point of contention is you talking about my intentions for posting the video instead of talking
I
about what your
said,
friend
I
said.
don't know what your intentions are. We all have our own intentions. I don't know what that is. And then I went on to go about having a conversation, and you interrupted me. Do you want to have this conversation in good faith, or do you want to just go back and forth and try to create a moment for yourself?
I don't know again what you're talking about with a moment. I guess I'm kind of curious to see what you have to say, but other than that, I don't
Then let
want
me
or need
talk
or
and stop
desire to have this
interrupting me.
conversation.
Be a man and have a conversation like men have conversations, and stop interrupting me like I don't interrupt you when you're trying to make your point.
Okay, so when you do the underhand insults, again, this is Mr. Real
It's
Estate
not
Show,
an
not
insult.
Anton
I said,
Daniels Show.
let's
So
have
you
a
can continue
conversation
and we
like
can move
men.
forward, or you can keep with the tit for tat.
All right, I got you. Okay, no worries. I understand what this is. Have a nice night, my friend.
Wanting to get views.
Now he put that in his video. I forgot to edit that out in the edit, but we ain't listening to that. That's getting this shit again demonetized. We ain't having that.
I just say, got it. He said Jonathan Barronville is his boy. He started talking about he didn't know what my intentions are. Made comments about wanting to get views. Made comments about moments. Again, it sounds like JB could not come here to defend himself, so he sent his big dog, and his big dog couldn't defend a damn thing because the only thing Anton Daniels did was get up here, threaten to allow him to come on the show, or else he would flag the show for fair use. He said right here, chat, you can see, you're using my video without permission. Let me up or get flagged. So you know what? We realized that we already reacted as much as we needed to, so I went ahead and let the man up. And did he have anything to say defending JB and the prostitution and the tricking? Did he have anything to say about the wild ass advice that he's allowing to be spit on his show, his platform, the Anton Daniels Show? He's allowing this to be associated with his brand, and he wants to get
All right. See, this part I don't understand. Because he's a guru, right? And he's exposing the frauds and he's exposing the shit that people do to scam their fans or whatnot. So I don't understand his issue with Jonathan Barronville saying on a stream where Anton Daniels not even present that people should pay for or people should start tricking. I don't understand this issue there. That's what I don't understand. What does that have to do with anything? I think there's a lot of nitpicking and a lot of hating. From what I'm seeing, there's a lot of hating. Not gonna lie. You might wanna hold on. God damn it.
Loom.
I don't know why the fuck this shit's in red. Gotta get it in the blue. Alright, if you're gonna start a channel, and you know what? I'm not gonna give people fucking advice. Figure this shit out yourself. What the fuck am I doing here? God damn it. About to do a breakdown into nah, fuck that.
Up here and talk about moments of fame and views and fair use and flagging. Like, come on now. Why don't we talk about the topic at hand? Your man's is up here slacking.
Yo, it's so much. Talk about technology. Talk about home decoration. Talk about school, colors, whatever, right? There's life outside of beef. I don't care what it is, and I've largely been above it. I mean, regardless of the fact that I know that there's people that's going to say my name because it gets them views, and they never had views before and things like that, and so now in order for them to get views because they can't create content on their own, that's just the way it go. And I'm cool with that because it actually benefits me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here living my life and running the checkup, and life is good and things is awesome. But at the same time, you know, I can't help but to feel sorry for certain people because I don't wish bad on anybody, or I don't want people to not be successful. See you, baby. Have a good time. Let me know if you need anything. I don't want people to not be successful. So I have to do these videos every once in a while just to remind people somehow, some way to take your head out of
Reality Watch says, LOL, don't give up the game, LT. See, I wasn't going to do it, but Kevin Samuels did it a little bit when he was talking about the copyright thing. As he was criticizing people for taking shots at him and trying to bring down his platform, he was giving people some of the sauce. He was telling people what to do to actually actively build a platform. Sometimes the inside the criticism, you get the game. So he was given that. So if anyone wants to refer back to what happened there, y'all will take the insight from that. See, Jackie Dollhouse said, don't give the game either. Oh, you said, give the game. Give the game. All right. You know, you have a channel. Your channel's doing well. It's like you got to make the platform about you first and foremost. And whatever the aim, whatever direction your channel is in, you should pretty much stay in that niche. So if you want to be a real estate advisor or whatever, you should do real estate videos. But looking at his channel, when he first started, those real estate videos and the things that he was doing in the topics for like the first, what was it? I think a week, didn't do much views. So he went straight into the exposing shit, tried to go into the Spencer Cornelia bag. But if you're going to do the Spencer Cornelia shit, Spencer Cornelia doesn't take shots at people's family, doesn't take personal shots. He just breaks down why and how they're a fraud. So, and he should probably focus on that instead of calling them names like Rusty, Dusty, Krusty, and taking shots at the attractiveness of his wife. Anton didn't say anything in response to him. He flagged his channel, which is wrong, but he didn't take any personal shots. But it's hard to take personal shots at someone you don't know anything about.
the mud, look up a little bit. Oh, wow, it's a whole world out here. We all can get money. We all can have success. We all can, you know what I'm saying, continue to level up.
See, I didn't give the game. I gave a little bit. I gave a nugget. I still got to grind and learn this shit myself. I have, not that many subs on this channel, more on the other one, but I'm still working myself, so I got to figure out some shit myself. I'm not going to be giving the whole YouTube, how this is how to build the channel and the breakdown of the whole. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be a guru in that regard, sitting at 3,000 subs on this channel and 10,000 on the other. We ain't going to do that.
But what can we learn from each other? How can we collaborate? But I know that that's unrealistic. That is a euphoric idea in which somehow, some way, people would all put away their differences and just work towards a goal. Even if you don't want to work together, I'm cool with that. Like, you might not like this person, you might not like that person, but just remember, a year and a half, 2 years ago, some of these people just popped up yesterday, and then all of a sudden they taking sides and they got beef with each other. That is the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life. What are we, 3? He took your toy. People defending people that they ain't never even met or seen before in their life, like they ain't got no real people. Do y'all got families? Do y'all got friends? Do y'all got something outside of what's happening on the internet? Is the internet your entire life? Now, my brand is based off of living my life like an open book. So, I largely show the things that happen in my life and I share my family and things like that. But it largely takes place outside of YouTube, and then I bring that into whatever I do from a content perspective. My life is lived outside of this screen that you see me on. So yeah, enjoy it, have a good time. Let's have conversations. We do late night live streams and it's awesome and things like that. We have arguments and discourse and things. But man, y'all try.
I will say one thing though. What may be good for your channel in the short term may be detrimental to your channel in the long run. So sometimes people sacrifice short-term quick success and gain for long-term problems.
Run up on each other in real life. I've even last year at some point almost went to the dark side, but then I had to pull myself out of it. Like immediately I snapped out of it. I'm like, yo, it's not that deep.
Reality Watch says, bottom line, Anton shouldn't have flagged Dude channel just because he didn't like what he said. That's facts. He shouldn't. 100%. He shouldn't have. He took the bait. He got offended. And he exercised power in the wrong way after knowing better, because he was there throughout the whole copyright police saga. He seen what happened. He was there throughout the whole Kevin Samuels calling up the lead attorney's channel and all 4 of those YouTubers also there. He was there through all of that shit. So he's aware of it. He was aware that it was wrong, and he did it anyway. So 100%. I said that a few times already in the stream. I guess I should say that more, I guess.
It's the internet. It don't mean nothing. We running a checkup. Why is we tripping over each other? But anyways, I don't know. And again, first I felt like I had to get the beam out of my own eye. So I went through and I made things right and I apologized and I wanted to show love and stuff like that. And people still in the mire, stuck, fighting off of scraps while there's huge content creators and people are getting massive bags and they ain't thinking about none of this little foolishness that everybody is fighting and killing each other over, trying to kill everybody's reputation and completely destroy each other. For what? And for what? How does it benefit you? So you get some more views, you don't even get any more, you don't make no money off of it, it ain't nothing in it, but everybody want to just beef for no reason, and I don't understand it, honestly.
You don't understand it, but what he should have done was just bow out then. If you're not going to participate in it, you shouldn't do it. He shouldn't have done what he did. Flat out. You don't want to take part of the beef, don't take part in it then. Stay out, let them do their thing, let them talk their shit on their channel. You'll get no response. You're not validating their opinion. Good. But he said earlier that he's never lost any subscribers for shit like this or anything anybody said. When Fresh and Fit first did the copyright thing, the copyright claims, the unjust copyright claims, they lost thousands of followers following that ABBA and Preach shit. But they were so consistent and they kept doing collabs and pumping out new material. They gained all those subscribers back and like double. So they're still doing their thing. But they already had the set infrastructure. They have like how many cameras? They have thousands of dollars worth of equipment into their channel. Consistent streams. You gotta acknowledge what these creators are doing. Anton has significant investments in infrastructure in this game, but that doesn't give him excuses for copyright claims. Nobody that's built a lot of shit and spent a lot of money in the infrastructure, just because they're a little further along and they've put a significant investment in the game, it doesn't give them the right to just try to dominate people by copyright striking their channel and erasing it from existence. It doesn't give them the right. Not gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna get lost in this speech and acknowledge the significant investment, because none of that's relevant and it doesn't even fucking matter at the end of the day.
I'm sitting here looking at my MacBook Pro and I got the game up on the TV and I'm chilling and I'm about to have some company come over and we about to have vibes. The cleaners just left to clean up the place so that we can have a party tonight on Sunday night before I do the late night live stream. My daughter just left out and she about to go party with her friends and life is good for her. Meanwhile, every single day I see people getting into spats. And then listen, I'm not tripping. Get off your big man energy. But then after that, what next? I almost think that some of these people don't even have husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends and things like that because they're so consumed and not even getting no money on these platforms, and they fighting with each other like they've known them for the rest of their whole lives. This is my plead. I'm pleading with people to put aside all of that BS. I'm not saying y'all gotta mess with each other. If y'all mess with each other, cool. But please, let's get out of the mud, take your head up, and then look around and see that it's a whole world that's out here to be conquered. Not.
Come on, man.
That's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking, but niggas gonna nig. Everyone's gonna do what they want to do. That's why I try not to advise people on what the fuck to do with their platform. Because people are gonna do what they want to do anyway. People are gonna beef. People are gonna call out others. As long as people are watching it, they could try to fix it somehow into their content strategy, and they're gonna do it. But people have to be prepared for the consequences of fucking with the wrong people. Because you fuck with the wrong person sometimes, it may go left. It may go left. The clout might not be worth it. And getting too much attention before you've built something significant enough for it to garner the attention, it might be bad for certain people. I don't know if it's gonna go left for what's this guy's name again? Mr. Real Estate. I don't know if it's gonna go left for him, but you got to be aware of those things too. Let's get back into it. There's a lot more here. There's a lot more disrespectful things said in this stream, so I should get back into it.
Just this small little sect of what's happening on mother effing YouTube. Crazy. It's crazy that I'm even having this conversation right now.
So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I did a simple reaction video on a conversation I was a part of on the Anton Daniels show where Jonathan Betaville said teenagers should buy prostitutes. The panel members gave him pushback. It was obvious what he said was incorrect, but for some reason Anton Daniels thought he would come and he would try to defend Jonathan. I mean, as I say in the manosphere, he was caping for Jonathan Barronville, and since then I made a very public declaration, a challenge, if you will, to Anton Daniels, because guys, at the end of the day, if I'm just gonna be frank and call a spade, when Rita's crusty, dusty, ugly, big old naked mole rat face having ass, when she makes whatever disgusting dinner she makes for the family,
Come on, man.
you know that Jonathan Betaville is at the head of the table getting a hot meal first for Anton, because Jonathan Betaville is the real daddy in the house. If Anton's not going to come here today to defend himself, right? I mean, if Anton's going to cape for Jonathan Betaville, if he's going to come onto my show 3 weeks ago to threaten me, try to silence me over Jonathan Betaville, then the fact that I've been on Anton Daniels' necks for the last 2 weeks now, this little midget of a man, the fact that I've been on him for so long now, you would think when I drop the StreamYard link, he'd pop up, right? He's so big, he's so bad, he's Anton Daniels, right? Richer than your favorite rapper. I wonder. So if he doesn't show his face, and again, we know he's not going to show up. I've made this challenge multiple times, and never once has he shown up. But guys, we know at the end of the day that when it comes time for tax season, Jonathan Betaville is listed as head of household over there in the Daniels residence because Anton values Jonathan Betaville more than he values himself. Because he's going to come to my channel when I had 100 subs to cape for Jonathan Betaville. But now I got 700. I'm roasting your ass and your dusty, crusty gargoyle of a wife who has the largest, darkest mole I've ever seen. You would think you'd get that shit laser removal. You got so much money. You can invest in the shades and the robes from Alibaba. But you can't get... You can't... You can't get that big raisin off your wife's face. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever. To each their own. Maybe he likes it. I don't know. Maybe he kisses it or something. I don't know. Rub it 3 times. Say a wish. I don't know. What the hell? But let's get caught up with the chat, and then we'll keep the show going. Jonathan Betaville. That's right. That's right. And yes.
My bad, I was on mute. We're going to get into some comments because he's disrespecting his wife, and I don't really see the purpose of all of that. I don't see where the animosity comes from when it comes to taking those personal shots. But comments, Amarda's Interceptor. Amarda's. Where is that? I lost the fucking comment. God damn it. Oh, no, that's old. And then there's, his weak ass voice annoys me. And he's in his feelings and out of line. Jackie Dollhouse says, yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. Amy Marie says, why you got to pick on AD wife? She didn't do anything to him. That's what I'm saying. It's unnecessary. Like, I get it when you're in beef, there's like, you can't really say what's too far and what's past the line, but this doesn't seem like beef. This just seems like random exposing videos and shit talk. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like any of this is warranted. This doesn't seem like a rational response to anything that's been going on. But, everyone's going to do whatever they want to do on the platform. Can't save people from themselves.
Yes. Vivian Wave says, come on, people, get those likes up. This channel is worth it. Pittsburgh watching. Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh. Skempton Daniels doesn't want any smoke. Nah, he don't want no smoke. Anton acts like the YouTube police. Yeah. He has a Napoleon complex if I ever did see one. In real life, this man would be about yay high to me. I would literally have to look down at the little bitch of a boy of a man that is Anton Daniels, Mr. I want to have a very public midlife crisis on the internet and embarrass.
What? See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't get any of this. Was this from the flag?
My family. Why? You're really not making money like that off YouTube. I mean, if you were, you wouldn't hide your subscribers, little bitch. You wouldn't hide your numbers, little bitch. I mean, I'm just trying to keep it 100. His pockets are hurting. His viewers are plummeting. Yeah, disingenuous. Yeah, that's Anton Daniels' favorite word. The irony of Anton saying you aren't communicating effectively. Yeah, the irony. Yeah. He said can't communicate effectively. Some words Rita used when she described him. Sheesh. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Rita had some choice words for Anton. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting what Rita likes to say about her husband on the internet. Miss FedEx says, oh my. Disingenuous and accountability are the manosphere favorite words. Yep, exactly. Ha ha ha. Someone stood up to Anton's sorry ass. Yippee. It sounds like you guys were waiting for somebody to finally come around and knock this little bit.
Now, disingenuous is an overused term. Accountability in the manosphere, that's good if it's overused or if it's a frequently used term. If it's a frequently used term, what's the problem? If people are speaking about accountability, what's the problem? In the manosphere, that's good. That's good job for the manosphere then. Got to be accountable.
Of a boy down a few levels. He came on your platform with little to no respect. That in all of itself shows he came on with ill intentions. Yeah. So when you guys are late to the party and you think I'm just clout chasing, I'm.
What? All right. We heard the interview. We heard when Anton called in. He said he came to your platform with little to no respect. For all the things that you were saying about him online, that's as respectful as it's going to get. I wouldn't expect anyone to come in with any type of respect when you're disrespecting his wife and his platform and calling him broke and all that shit. You could expose whatever the guru shit he does, but when you're going after his wife randomly...
just trying to ride the wave that is Anton Daniels, the little wave. It used to be a tidal wave, maybe at one point 4 years ago. I don't know if he was ever popping. I mean, he wouldn't be hiding his subscribers, but we all know that.
Did this go
They're
back?
long since they left silencing people. Yeah. Zulu Beat says, "Come on, man, not head of household. You know damn well Jonathan Bedeville is head of household. Come on, you know he head of household. He get the meal first. You know Rita call him. You know Anton daughter calls Jonathan Bedeville daddy because Jonathan Bedeville runs shit, not Anton. For Anton to come onto my show when I had 100 subs to come cape for Jonathan Bedeville, but Anton don't want to show his face now. I ain't gonna go too hard on Anton. I think he might be part of a protected class, you know, the LGBTQ squared squad. Mrs. Fed X.
I think as a new creator, Anton even acknowledging him and coming on his show validates his platform in a way. And he wasn't even disrespectful after he came on the show. So, I don't know. Hopefully it goes well for him.
I can't with you, Mr. Real Estate. Yeah. Hey, I'm a little petty sometimes. Richer than my favorite rapper, but in the casino playing $15 to $25 a hand, claiming he's the high roller. The delusion is real. Yes. Daryl Long says he owes Thomas Hospitality Group $3 million. Yeah, Anton Daniels is in debt. Can't even pay his car note.
All right, let me make something clear. I got to make something else clear. Anybody who gets their feelings hurt by this, we don't give a fuck. We don't care.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
I watch the Lapeef Network, the Lapeef Show sometimes. I've done reactions to it. They have good content. I'm probably going to do reactions to it in the future. I have to call out Anton Daniels and hold Anton Daniels accountable for this copyright police fuckery because I've called out everybody. Everybody who even people that I support, watch their show. I call out everyone for the copyright police fuckery. You can't do it. But I ain't watching this nigga show. I ain't watching this shit. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the StreamYards bullshit. StreamYards lowered the barrier to entry. So everybody just hops on a StreamYards and a weak-ass webcam and starts talking shit, and it's so easy for them to manipulate shit. No real editing involved, no real content creation, no real baseline for anything. All his shit is exposing shit, and it's not up to the standard of Spencer Cornelia, so why would I watch this crap? We're just going to keep it a buck. Good job in creating content for me in regards of I get to expose someone else for copyright police, but I'm not watching this shit. I tried to be polite for the duration of this video, but like half an hour in, nah, we're going to keep it a stack. I ain't watching this shit. Good luck to you in your future, but fuck this shit. This is the only reaction you're going to see from me. Unless someone else copyright flags him and we see a copyright strike and I'm calling out copyright police, this is going to be the last you see of this nigga. Unless he turns it around. We always give people the grace and the opportunity to you know, show what they're made of and have a good platform. If he turns it around and it's a solid show, then we could turn into some supporters. But right now.
Stop it. Get some help.
You seem sad, you seem sensitive, you seem offended by Anton, you seem like you're trying to compete with Anton so badly. It's coming off real weird. But Anton, for the copyright strike, you got to be held accountable. You can't be doing that shit.
But he's gonna, you know, help you level up. He's gonna, you know, teach you game on Patreon. He's gonna.
It's so many people that tapped into me and said, Anton, I need you to rock with me. Anton, let me book a personal call. I want you to look over this offer sheet. They literally book an hour. Pay me for an hour. I tap in. I look at their offer sheet. I send it to my mentors that I help negotiate my offer sheet. We go over it. We go back and forth. They secure a much bigger bag.
Yeah, he doesn't even believe what he's saying as he says it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll take your offer sheet and send it to me, and I send it to my mentors who help with offer sheets, and we're helping you get the bag. Yeah, the bag. All Anton talks about the bag. This is interesting verbiage from a middle-aged man. Let's call a spade a spade. This bald middle-aged man is on the internet acting like a little bitch. And I'm just wondering why. I'm just calling a spade, and that's why people are rocking with Mr. Real Estate. Let's just call it what it is. Mm-mm-mm. And yes, guys, go.
Reality Watch says, I wouldn't book 5 minutes with this dude, LOL. Yeah, you're real estate, man. You're trying to sell some properties, but you're online. Like, I don't know, man. This shit is all weird. This is...
Go ahead and hit the like button. Get the likes up. Likes are free. Hit the notification bell so you know when I am going live. Ty says Anton is oh, I thought it was exacerbating at first, exuberating in his feminine energy. Let him spread his wings again. Yeah, Anton's a little bit of a bird. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't really talk too much shit about Anton Daniels because he has superpowers. I mean, I can run, I can jump, I can swim, I can climb, but I can't fly.
Fuck. God damn it. How long does he have that shitty audio in there? Can't have that audio fucking with the quality of the... Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah. Yeah, click the like button, guys. Yeah. Daryl Long, new channel. Yep, make sure to sub to the new channel. Subscribe. Sweet Soul Kitchen is Anton's failed restaurant. Yeah, see, Anton Daniels is mad because I'm just showing receipts, very public receipts that he wish weren't shown. Tasha Rain, copyright, yeah, fair use. Zulu Beat says, yeah, from the little I done in real estate, I know the big fish will scoop your deal if it's a good one. Happened to me. Yeah, so I don't know why Anton Daniels thinks it's cool for you to send your private information to third parties. I mean, I don't know what the...
Oh, how did I miss this one? Where is his glass of wine? He bitching like he need one, clown. Oh, if you put bitch in it, probably wouldn't even allow you. Yo, sometimes YouTube, man, sometimes they don't even allow you to speak your mind. Too much censorship in the shit. You guys are approved users and shit, and you still gotta censor yourself. God damn.
hell he was talking about, and I don't think he even knew what the hell he was talking about in that video. But guys, not only did Anton Daniels threaten me on my show, as you guys saw in that encounter, but after I sent Anton Daniels running, they sent the lead attorney after me, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, all of the work and the support that they do, and then someone comes into the space with the damn 100 subscribers and is going to try to tear one of the pillars down.
Yeah, the lead attorney did a live stream talking about Mr. Real Estate, but of course he was sneak dissing just like Anton Daniels did today. They will never say the name Mr. Real Estate. They think I'm Candyman, guys. They think if you say Mr. Real Estate 3 times, I'm gonna pop up and...
It's called free clout. They didn't want to give you any free promotion if you're trying to tear down their group, what they're building. I just find this weird because he's tearing down the lead attorney, making videos about the lead attorney. He adds him into this comp, calls him a fraud, exposing him. But that was his whole inspiration to get into YouTube. So what changed is what I'm trying to figure out. You were watching him the whole time. You got inspired because he made it a business, or he made you realize that it was a business. It was a business the whole time. 3353. If anyone wasn't here in the beginning, little added context because this is important, man. How he started YouTube in the first place. A month in.
Bruh.
For quite some time. So I want to know a little bit more about why YouTube and what it is that you'll be talking about. Like, I know you're brand new, and I know you were like on a bunch of other people's panels, kind of making your way from Lapeef to Before the Billions to Gaston's World to everywhere. So why now? What do you hope to offer?
Well, as far as why now, been an entrepreneur all my life, and just recently, I had another, bad episode of health. I live with a chronic illness, and this last episode happened right around Christmas time. I was absorbing a lot of business content related to end of the year planning for the new year, and a lot of the digital mentors I follow say, hey, go out on a retreat, go have some fun, that's where you plan to look at your business and plan for the next year. So I went out on a trip to the mountains. I was snowboarding, everything was fine. Have a bad episode of health. Now I'm in the hospital for the next 3 weeks. And one of the only things that uplifted me at that time was discovering your channel, other people in this collective community, and just having the platform to hear about other successful young professionals. And straight from the jump, I was addicted. And I really want to shout out to the lead attorney, because thanks to him, I started viewing YouTube and content creation as a business. And as soon as I viewed it as a business, and I just redid my business plan from last year, I saw, hey, in my insurance practice, I just increased my net revenue for my business by 200%. So now I'm sick. I'm in the hospital. I have this new burning
mercy. Only had 100 subscribers. Just showing receipts, very public receipts that he wished weren't shown. Tasha Rain, copyright, yeah, fair use. Zulu.
Now, that was his inspiration. Lead attorneys, that's when the lead attorney probably seen this, he's like, I inspired you and this is what you do to me.
Come on, man.
He also takes aim at Amira. Amira is a young lady on the panel of the Lapeef Let's Talk show. I don't know what his issue with her is, but we're going to get into that as well. He's seen all the young black success on YouTube, and he wanted to be a part of it. He's a businessman in his personal life, real estate, and he wanted to bring his energy to YouTube. This was the start.
Beat says, yeah, from the little I done in real estate, I know the big fish will scoop your deal if it's a good one. Happened to me. Yeah. So I don't know why Anton Daniels thinks it's cool for you to send your private information to third parties. I mean, I don't know what the hell he was talking about, and I don't think he even knew what the hell he was talking about in that video. But guys, not only did Anton Daniels threaten me on my show, as you guys saw in that encounter, but after I sent Anton Daniels running, they sent the lead attorney after me, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, all of the work and the support that they do, and then someone comes into the space with the damn 100 subscribers and is going to try to tear one of the pillars down.
Yeah, the lead attorney did a live stream talking about Mr. Real Estate, but of course he was sneak dissing just like Anton Daniels did today. They will never say the name Mr. Real Estate. They think I'm Candyman, guys. They think if you say Mr. Real Estate 3 times, I'm going to pop up, and I just might. And he was trying to shade me, saying, oh, I just barely have 100 subscribers. Because again, guys, just a couple weeks ago, I only had 100 subscribers. And he was trying to say that Jonathan Betaville was a pillar of the community. So I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. If Jonathan Betaville, if that dusty, crusty...
I'm pretty sure he was referring to Anton, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Zesty, nose ring, dirty Haitian immigrant of a man is the pillar of the community, I don't want to be associated, affiliated in any way, shape, or form with your community. Actually, I'm airing out your community because I don't fucks with y'all. Bunch of middle-aged men doing some bitch-like shit on the internet. And I'm just calling a spade a spade.
All right. I have no personal investment in this issue with these two guys. I just would like to note that he keeps talking. He talked about the balding middle-aged men. I don't know how old this guy is, but we're all men here. We all may be subjected to some balding. You might want to be careful.
Gotcha, bitch.
A bunch of middle-aged men doing some bitch-like shit on the internet.
He a beta. He a beta. He's still a beta.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay? Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
I think Rita knows.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
Only when I'm rocking with you, baby girl.
She knows you're gay.
Hashtag buttercup, baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. The plot thickens. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, guys, if you aren't familiar, like I just said, they sent the lead attorney after me. Anton Daniels came after me. Jonathan Betaville's been sneak dissing and super chats on everybody's channel that he can find since the encounter happened. And I just really wanted to explain to you guys how we got where we are.
Jeff Short says he's new to the channel. Well, shout out to you. Check out the channel. Objective breakdowns of anything and everything.
Today, why you're seeing content aimed at the lead attorney. You know, had a wonderful stream the other day exposing how he's the latest fake guru trying to peddle a $550 course on something he couldn't even do himself.
What did I say? Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah. Again, we did a great expose last night on Amira, the dusty, dirty, racist immigrant woman. She calls herself the exiled lioness. I wonder why that bitch got exiled. Jesus. Lord have.
What? Now, those are a lot of claims to be made about Amira. Let's see if he has the receipts.
Have mercy. And of course, you guys know that I've been banging on the little bitch of a boy that is Anton Daniels. I mean, he can sneak this as much as he wants, but this is just like, to be frank, this is like 50 Cent Ja Rule beef, and y'all could tell who's who. I mean, you can do all the little slick petty shit all you want, but when I straight up call your name publicly and show the receipts of you acting like a little girl on the internet, I mean, you can posture and try to craft a new narrative with these little videos as much as you want. You're above the beef, you're this, you're that. I mean, we see how you behave.
I don't switch up for nobody. I don't switch up for nobody. Not one person.
You a
Yo. I was in Chicago. No, bring him back. Bring him back.
Yeah, this is your leader.
He a beta. He's still a beta.
Middle-aged, bald man.
Black Hokage X says content creators like this goof need to get punched in the face. If he's not careful, shit like that may happen. People might see him in person. You're disrespecting people's wives. That's not the wave. That's not the wave.
And on the internet,
Still a beta.
posturing.
Baby. You still a beta.
Yeah. You're light work, Anton. You're easy. See, you're giving me your maximum effort, and I'm barely breaking a sweat. So when you think that the copyright strikes are getting to me, when you think the sneak disses are doing something, you're just adding fuel to the fire. Anton, your ship is burning, and your dumbass grabbed a bucket and you thought it was water in there, but you couldn't smell that it was gasoline. You thought that I was gonna back down. I was gonna be shook. I make money in the real world. This is a hobby to me. This is a sport, and I'm competitive. Unlike you, we know that you like to flee. You know, fight or flight, and we know flight is your initial go-to. That you like to.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Now I gotta hold the L for that one because I edited this and chopped this up and I missed all of the times where he had that shit because I'm not trying to watch this all the way through. A lazy edit. I fucked up in that regard. I couldn't get man. But he was talking about bald. What is this shit? You were calling him bald in like earlier in the video, and then you have a little clip art of yourself bald as shit.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Perfect. Flee, you know, fight or flight, and we know flight is your initial go-to. The chat, a 10 in the chat. If you guys saw my stream on Anton Daniels, it was called Anton Daniels Failed Businessman, where we went through the receipts of all the debt he owes. We went through the disparaging remarks his wife says about him on the internet. We ran through all that. And as you can see right here, hi, Mr. Real Estate. Due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we had to take down your video from YouTube. The video title is Anton Daniels Failed Businessman / Who Watches the Watchmen. There's the video URL. And the takedown was issued by Anton Daniels. So when Anton Daniels is acting like a little bitch on the internet, doing sneak disses on Mr. Real Estate on his last 2, 3, 4, 5 videos he dropped, you know who he's talking about, because YouTube let me know straight up where the takedown came from, who it was issued by. It was a manual takedown. The algorithm didn't flag me. Anton manually gave me a copyright strike. Why? Why would he? I mean, he's a multi.
The algorithm wouldn't strike you or catch you. It would have to be made by a person for a copyright strike. Copyright claims will be automatically made for people that handle their copyright business properly, like DJ Academics, where when you react to his video, the claim already, it's just, he doesn't have to do anything. But the strikes have to be manually issued.
Millionaire allegedly. He's so wealthy. He's over here at the basketball game with his 304, at best, average at best wife, and he has time to copy, write.
See, he called his wife a 304, which is a hoe. And then he said she's average at best.
Strike Mr. Real Estate stream. And it was a good one too. It had like almost 4,000 views. It was really buzzing. And
not going to just focus on this, the copyright strike, copyright police. We can't be doing that. Can't be doing that either. Pretty much, I'm just showing y'all that I don't fuck with nothing in the stream. None of the actions in the stream I don't really fuck with. To keep it a thou. Anton Daniels, I see some of his uploads. I watch his show. I see the Lapeef show. I don't really watch his show, but I see all the work he puts in on YouTube. I watch Lapeef Network here and there. They have some good conversations. I react to their show too. Y'all see the reactions. There's been some pretty good reactions to their show.
I mean, I think he thought when he got it taken down, it would do something to hurt my pride. I don't know, but when
Black Hokage X says, does this guy have a girl? He sounds like a huge hater. Pause. I don't know. I have no insight to his life, but he does come across as a hater. And a lot of people don't feel sorry for people that get copyright strikes when they have no history on YouTube other than just hit pieces and exposed videos. They don't really feel sorry for people like that. They're there for the fuckery. They enjoy the show. But
when you're successful, when you have the blueprint, when you know what you're doing, I mean, let me just be frank. Because of the things that I faced in the real world, because of the obstacles that I overcome, I always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So Mr. Real Estate is prepared for my entire channel to be gone at the end of this live stream. And guess what? I'll still be pumping quality content out on these fugazi fake gurus, these dusty, rusty, middle-aged, bald-ass bitch of a little boy, Anton Daniel-esque individuals. I'm still going to be calling them out. I'm still going to be making real estate videos, and I'm still going to be talking about connecting in the diaspora. But these people, it's like Dragon Ball Z. They reached their final form. They ate all the sensu beans, and now they don't have any left. And I'm just now breaking a sweat. So if this is the tactics, if this is how low they stoop after Mr. Real Estate is on the block for 30 days, imagine what damage I'm going to do to their entire camp. Imagine how many bodies are going to be in the street. Imagine what's going to go on if we already exposing Anton Daniels to this degree and I only been here about 30 days. And guys, the whole reason why he got that video taken down, other than me exposing, his shady business practices, was because I really highlighted the disparaging remarks that his own wife says about him. And you know what? I really want to thank Anton Daniels for giving me the copyright strike, because what this did is it gave me, and of course I'm fighting it. Duh. Do I even have to say that? But it really just gave me a crash course lesson into copyright law. I mean, I absorbed content from copyright attorneys, reached out to some individuals, and it just helped me sharpen my sword faster, better, stronger. You just helped me level up. You just what? Come on now. Thank you. You're helping me. I was not going to do a video about you today, Anton. The video today was not supposed to be about you. But I woke up and you gave me a copyright strike. So now I have to tell the people what's going on. You want to pander. You want to try to distance yourself. You want to try to craft a narrative while sneak dissing me, while talking about me and Navy. Your dusty ass gargle of a wife was just talking about Mr. Real Estate in your last video. And I'm going to play the receipts as I always
Shit, did I skip
do.
ahead? Oh.
But you guys can see straight up.
Forgot to read this comment. Jeff Short says, I'm glad Courtney Michelle left the podcast and Anton and crew. Now she does her own thing. Seems like he was a bit of a jerk. Courtney Michelle's back. Courtney Michelle's back on the Lapeef network. I seen her on the, she's back.
The first receipt, Anton Daniels copyright strike my video because he's a little bitch that's getting exposed. And he doesn't want the smoke with Mr. Real Estate. He wants me to stop. He's hoping that I just, my morale just soups so low, I just quit, right? He's hoping that when he gave me the strike, I mean, it would just devastate me. It would just make me boil up inside with rage.
Shit. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Come on, you motherfuckers, come on.
Yeah, he thought he can stop the wave. He thought he can stop the movement. And at the end of the day, not only am I more creative, not only am I better looking, not only am I actually a legitimate businessman with a track record of success. Verified.
Gay. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care. This for the bitches, nigga. Basket boy. Beta.
Sorry, what? What kind of zestiness is this, my nigga? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Movement. And at the end of the day, not only am I more creative, not only am I better looking, not only am I actually a legitimate.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
My nigga, don't compare yourself to other men in that regards. This zesty as fuck.
A businessman with a track record of success. Verifiable, by the way. Professional licenses and everything, right? Not only is that the case, but this man is in his 40s. He's old enough to be my dad. I mean, that's why I say he's having a very public midlife crisis. And at the end of the day, I've got more stamina than you, Grandpa. 20 years from now, Anton Daniels, because he's 40 now, 20 years from now, he's going to be a crusty, dusty, bald-ass 60-year-old. And I'm going to be a fly, fit 40-year-old. Is his 60-year-old ass still going to be on the internet trying to pander, talking about he's richer than... No, he's probably going to phase out. Actually, Mr. Real Estate is probably going to be the catalyst that helps Anton pick up a new hobby, because this ain't working for him no more. It worked for about 9 years until somebody with half a brain who knew how to get an iMovie and do some simple edits until I came around. It was working for him. But now that I'm here, maybe he should retire. Yeah, maybe he should retire, because clearly I got him shook. Clearly I got him wet in the bed. Clearly what happened was Anton Daniels woke up in the middle of the night. His head was bald and sweaty and, clammy, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. I mean, he's from Detroit, right? No, I'm fucking with you. But this little bitch of a boy woke up in the middle of the night. He realized he wet his bed again. And Rita woke up and she was like, "Damn, Anton, again? This is the third time this week you wet the bed." And she said, "What's wrong, Anton?" And he said, "You know what? I'm scared. I'm nervous. I just had a dream, a premonition that maybe like, what if? What if? What if?"
What if you document something that went on in your life 5 years ago, and then people come back to use that against you?
Yeah, and I think I know what you're afraid of being used against you, because what he copyright striked was specific. It was specifically a video of his wife speaking about him. He didn't like the clip that I made of it, of course, but as always, I'm going to show you guys what his nightmare was. I'm going to show you the receipts.
What is it like being married?
Now, it is great that he did that, because I was thinking, was it before or after? This is what he got flagged for. It was this video reaction. This wasn't the same day. He's just wearing the same shirt, so it looks like it's from the same time, but it wasn't. He was talking shit about Anton's wife to get Anton's attention before Anton copyright striked him. Hit him with that flag. Struck him. I'm using this wrong tense. Whatever. It is what it is. So you were crossing lines and violating this nigga way before he hit you with that copyright strike, which wasn't right, which was unjust. He shouldn't be doing that shit. He's YouTube policing. But you're taking aim at his wife, so I ain't feeling sorry for you, my nigga. We calling out what's wrong and what you shouldn't be doing to alert people to, like, you know, that react to videos that this may happen to you if you're not careful, because copyright police, you know, they disagree with your thoughts, they come for your shit, they flag your channel. That ain't cool. But I don't feel sorry for you, my nigga. I really don't.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Because you're taking aim at his wife for no reason. You're a new YouTuber and you start your platform like this, being inspired by the whole manosphere wave, the lead attorney and all these guys. And then this is what you do when you start your platform. This ain't the wave, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Anton Daniels. Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Oh, Jesus, wow. What is it like being married to Anton Daniels? And the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, "Oh, Jesus, wow."
Sometimes it can be hard and sad and difficult.
Now, just understand that this is Anton's wife, who he has on his platform all the time. He married at a young age and was building with her for a long time. They put this video out. This was on their channel. So they were content creating and they made this video. So it's not really an exposed piece in that regard because it's on their channel. It's just very old.
Hard and sad and difficult. At times it can be hard and sad and difficult. Not looking good, Antoine.
Because Anton has a lot of different personalities.
They say he got mixed personalities. Wow, why are you bipolar, Anton? Why does your wife say you're bipolar?
And so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with him. Anton
I wonder if a dumb woman is the certain type of woman you have to be.
is very emotional. He
a bitch made nigga? He's emotional. He's very emotional. I'm seeing how emotional Anton is in real time. He's real emotional. I agree, Rita.
doesn't communicate effectively.
He doesn't communicate effectively? Who would have thought?
I don't think that he has killed anybody
She doesn't think he has?
before. I think he's capable of it. I've seen him
But he's capable of it, though. Wow, she's seen him
angry before.
angry
He's just like
before?
a totally
He's just like a
different person.
totally different person?
When he's angry,
When he's angry, he
he blacks out.
blacks out?
That's just it.
And that's just it. This is what your wife says about you on the internet. Yeah, pimpin', you in trouble.
Fuck, my bad. On mute again.
Jesus Christ.
That's the end of that. We're gonna probably get on to the next show after that. Anybody wants to call in and give their perspective on the matter, the link is in the description. It's the Discord link. You have to join the Discord to call in. Let's see. Got to pull up the comments. Stay engaged right here. Let me move this shit. There we go. All right. Let's read some comments. This nigga is doing too much. If Anton don't find this nigga and pull up for the fade, he's not real. Well, it's shit talk on the internet. This is akin to a person in the comment section running their mouth because it's not a large platform at this time. Well, actually, no, he got a lot of views on this shit. This nigga be doing more viewers in his live than me sometimes. Not even sometimes, yeah. This nigga be like 60, 90 people in his live on a small-ass channel, 100 people in his live stream on his exposing things. I don't know who's watching this shit, but people are watching it. So I can't hate in that regard, but I don't know. It's because he's disrespecting his wife. It's like, it's one of those ones where it's like if he sees him, he might have to put some hands on him. But to go out of his ways is like he's already gotten that much of your attention. His whole purpose was to get the attention of another man. He was antagonizing him, and he knew that any man's point of, fuck it, gloves are off, is when you're disrespecting his wife. You seen Abba and you seen how Preach was when Myron disrespected his wife. Ready to fight, set up the boxing match, fly to Miami, all that shit. He knows that's a trigger spot. So he went there, and he got Anton's attention. Anton was wrong for hitting him with the strike, but we don't care. As in, we don't care for him. Like, I don't, it is what it is, my nigga. You're like, that's what happens. Shit happens sometimes. It's not right that Anton did that because we ain't trying to support copyright police on YouTube. We ain't doing that. But I don't feel sorry for dude. I really don't. I don't really care about this topic, so I'm not going to spend much time here. Shit, I didn't even open the fucking Discord. What am I doing out here? Hold on, y'all. All right, we got no callers in the Discord currently.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you all a second. That's about it. I'll read any last comments before we wrap up this stream. Anybody have any last opinions on this? Because I've said my piece. I don't have any more opinions on this matter. I'm giving you all the floor. In conclusion, copyright police ain't the wave. I don't condone that. You got to have your copyright business handled properly so you can make a claim and have people have to remove it. Because when you have your copyright business handled properly, you make a copyright claim, their channel their video gets blocked from being on air. So it won't be able to be seen, but it's not like you won't get a copyright strike. It'll just be blocked until it's edited out. Or you can take the monetization and keep it running when you handle your copyright business properly. Copyright strikes, uncalled for, people shouldn't be doing that. Also, in conclusion, when it comes to Mr. Real Estate, we don't feel sorry for him. We just don't condone copyright police. People may come for him in his style of content. It's very personal. It's not like Spencer Cornelia. So when it comes to checking for his channel,
we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
At least for me. I ain't checking for that shit. Nobody's checking for the call line, so I'm wrapping this up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you check out Blunt Talk with LT on the other channel. Episode 160 is coming out tomorrow. Shit's going to be lit. Yeah, we out. Yeah.